What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good day today. I want to give you some quick tips to speeding up your workflow while using Premiere Pro. And these are going to be just a few things that I utilize myself. I know everyone's workflow is different. This one is just what I do, and it's going to help you in some sort of way. I think at least maybe a few of these will help you speed up your workflow, whatever you do with video editing. So check it out. So this is going to be kind of interesting trying to show you all while holding the camera, but I'm gonna try it. So first thing is right here, you can see that there is a multiple drives right there, and the bottom two are regular hard drives, and this top one that says working drive, that's actually a solid state drive. So I usually work out of the solid state drive in order to do my edits and actually work in Premiere right here. And then if they're smaller projects, I may put them on the hard drive, like the normal hard drive. But for immediate work, I usually use a working drive, and it's solid state, it's fast, it'll get your clips in and out very fast. So working in a solid state drive is good. I mean, some people work with proxies. This iMac usually handles video really well. This is actually a 1080p timeline here for one of the projects I'm working on, and as you can see, it's quite a few edits, quite a bit of audio clips. So one of the first things that I do is try to stay organized. So if we go here to the project, you'll see we have folders with dates on them. This is a continuation project for the Sauce Twins show. And right here is the one I'm working on for the date. As you can see here, it says 9/24. I don't know if you can see that, but whatever. It's 9/24/19. This is actually the folder that we're working out of, and this is the files we're working in here. So putting it all in here, you can actually sync it. I usually do it by a clap. I have everyone clap at the beginning. All the audio that I record, I put it on the timeline here, and I just sync it up to the beginning clap. And also use a template for this. So basically I would go in here and delete all of the old footage and put the new footage in, and then start chopping up the new footage. So one of the things that helped me the most with my editing process is getting this thing utilized kind of like as an instrument. So I don't know if any of you play instruments, but I play guitar, so I use my hand a lot to make chords, stuff like that, and making this a similar idea where I just don't even really have to look at it. I could just hit and move my fingers around. It makes edits really quick. So I'm first going to show you here. Spacebar is pretty much automatically set up to play and stop. This is actually switched to the normal tool. I think that's stock. This is switched to the cut tool, which is, I believe that's stock as well. And then I changed the ASDF keys to be custom buttons to do certain moves on here. So if we go here, let's see if we can find this. Keyboard shortcuts right here. So keyboard shortcuts, click that thing. And right here you'll see how my keyboard's set up. So on A, I think in order to change it, you just hold A and it'll pull up what you've actually hit, or you just click the keyboard here. So if you click on A on the screen, mine is set now to zoom in, S is set to zoom out, D is set to clear or delete, F is set to ripple delete. Okay, so I'll show you what that does. So if you want to change it, just go here, and I think you have to do here, type in zoom in. Here we go. So it's A. So what you do is click that, and I think just drag it on there. Let's see if it'll change here. Yeah. So we'll put that back to zoom out. So you basically can search whatever commands you want here and then drag them over to where you want them. So some of you, if you want to change it up to be something different, you could do that. What I like to do is set it up just like this. Really all I'm moving while I'm editing for the most part is my middle finger and my pointer finger may come down to click the razor tool or the selection tool. And other than that, the most part I'm just going. Okay, so Another thing that I highly recommend, not necessarily, I don't highly recommend Apple, but this mouse right here, it has a feature on it that you could scroll through a timeline by just sliding your finger over like that. That is extremely helpful. And if you got that within your zoom out and zoom in, you will fly with your edits. That's one of the biggest things that's helped me the most is this mouse, being able to slide down the timeline and say, oh, right here I need to do a cut. I'm with one hand now because I'm holding the camera, but you can see here, you'll go to the C. Right now it's on just the normal tool. You click C. Now it's a cut tool. So you could quickly just hit bam, switch back to the normal tool. If you want to open this up, or if you want to delete the whole thing, you could just hit D. So right here is like my home key settings, where you can just zoom in, zoom out, delete, ripple delete, which is a good one if you're just kind of editing one solid timeline and you need everything to kind of just come back together. Let's see if I can do it here. So let's say I want to delete this. Yep. So ripple delete actually moves the clips towards that section. So this amount of time that's here gets taken out, so that you can move all the clips ahead on the timeline back to it. So we just hit that and delete everything. So we're just deleting this. Ripple delete here is the F key. Bam, and it's moving it back. So let's show you kind of an example here. Let's just make a new thing off of here. We'll do a new sequence from the clip. Okay, so let's say we chopped up this part here, this part here. We didn't want that, we didn't want that. Just these sections. So if you want to ripple delete, you just click it, hit F, bam. The whole timeline scoots back. Say if you're just doing one straight, say you only had one camera, you just do one straight shoot, all your clips on the timeline here. You didn't like that clip, bam, F, ripple delete. And the whole time they're editing, you're staying at the home keys here, and your other hand is on the mouse here. And if you have this mouse and you're able to scroll all the way around on your timeline, that will make your editing process extremely quick. Now the last one, if you hit Command M, I usually make sure I'm selected on this box, Command M. Let's see if we'll do it. There it is. Export settings. So you want to make presets. Most of the time you're going to be on H.264 if you're doing your typical YouTube, social media files, which will be a .mp4, and you want to make presets like this. So I have all these as presets. We have the 4K presets, we have a Facebook banner preset, Footwork Friday preset is actually one of their videos we put out. Then you have a full HD 24 frames a second, CBR, which is constant bit rate, 40 megabytes a second. That's going to be a very high quality file. It's going to be very big at 24. So the 30 and the 24 are kind of the same thing. They're just set to different frame rates. So we have VBR one pass, which is a variable bit rate, one pass, so it's only going to go through it once. It's going to be a small file, and it's not going to look as clean as if you did a CBR, which is a constant bit rate, or a two pass, which will go over one more time. It'll actually produce a smaller file, and it'll actually make it better quality because the second pass. So you can see here we got the IG export, IGTV, Instagram regular post, different stuff like that. And you could work out of this, and you could actually make your presets out of this. That will also help it. And then when we go to export, I don't usually export this unless I need a video done real quick. Usually I'm editing like a ton of videos, so I'll queue everything. It'll open it up in Media Encoder, get all your edits done, close Premiere out, and then you just hit play on Adobe Media Encoder, and it's gonna go through all of your files. So I hope some of these tips helped you out. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do anything else, show you kind of a little bit more in depth of my workflow, or if you have any questions about what I talked about. I know I just kind of breezed through them and basically used the camera to show you, and it's probably shaky and maybe out of focus, but I just want to help you all to be able to streamline your workflow, because I know for me, before I found this stuff out, I actually switched from Vegas, did a little bit of Final Cut, and then I ended up going to Premiere. Before I knew these shortcuts, it took me probably if I had to estimate, probably twice as long to do an edit because I was zooming in and out manually. I didn't have the cut tool, so I had to go over and click, stuff like that. So when you get it to like you use your keyboard as a tool, you're able to just bam, 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 use your other finger on that mouse. I'm telling you, that mouse is like great for scrolling across the timeline. I don't know if there's other mouses that will work for like whatever you're using, maybe a PC. They probably have some mouses, and I'm pretty sure that mouse will work for PC as well. It's just a Bluetooth mouse, but that thing saved me so much time with edits. I could chop out a lot, and I hope it helps you in your editing process. Let me know if you like it, and until next time, peace.